It's 3v3. I've been in a hospital for most of the day, so I haven't really done a whole lot of prep here. But I mean, it's 3v3. This is actually a pretty cool matchup overall. One thing I'm starting to notice is, so since we went to Division 1, the GP matchmaking is basically landing me with a bunch of 6 million GP people, and like, OBS's controls aren't the best for this, but just to make sure everyone can see it, like, this dude has a really nice collection of 20 plus mods. Like, I saw this and it was just like, good lord. He's about 15 ahead of me. I'm gonna talk about speed mod MV. I am quite full of it right now. And I talked with him a little bit and he feels like he's behind, so you can get a good understanding of my current mood. It was really rough, like, working to power through all of the GL requirements. I had stopped mod farming for pretty much that entire period, aside from the free energy. Just, the GP is flying up through the air, and the mod income was slowing down. It's not a fun combination. So yeah, 3v3. It's a thing. It's here to stay for the month. No one really asked for it to come back, but here we are. So far, we're not seeing anything too crazy up front, although this guy is a little bit of a blank slate. He just got Ray unlocked a couple of days ago and has no prior GAC history for his possible defense or offense leanings. So there's two ways this could go. For full context, the way I run my 3v3 months is I refuse to practice or remod for it. Just the very first time that they introduced 3v3, I like dove into all the way, like, alright, we gotta theory craft these teams, let's do a full remod, and then the mode just like disappeared for half a year. So I'm just kind of indifferent on it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still playing to win, I'm still playing to one-shot everything within reason. What's up, Delta? But with that being said, there is some clunk because my mod loadout for 5v5 is a very particular one that might lead to some weaknesses this week. Honestly, some of these team ideas have me happy enough that it might convince me to remod anyway. Like, Ray is currently parked in her smokescreen setup for an R2-D2 that isn't there. So she has no health and a protection circle. She'll get guard. I'm actually really curious on how this team is going to perform. But I think, especially like since you can just bump her health up, bump her offense up, bump her speed up, just you don't have to care about limiting anything. I think you could really go to town with this build in week 2. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know how much I wanted to hold. Like, I know Ray on defense is supposed to be a monolith. It's just like, dude, look. Any amount of time that you try to put into learning this right now, it's going to be dead within 3 weeks. And that information, that practice, those resources won't be used pretty much again. Because the way that's 3v3, like the entire dynamic in 3v3 is in this game, is there's always a meta shift in between, right? So like the first 3v3, I think it was Darth Revan was brand new, so I was like, oh my god, you know, how are we gonna beat Darth Revan? Then General Skywalker comes out, and for a second it's like, oh my god, oh wait, he's really bad in 3v3 without his 5-man unique scaling. It's like, okay, gas isn't that big of a deal. But then like 6 months from now, there's gonna be more new stuff, right? Like the GLs aren't gonna be, most likely, based on assumed scheduling, the GLs aren't going to be the big bad new thing anymore, so I wouldn't say that practice done now is a time waste completely, but just like things will have developed so far since then that I doubt that everything still applies cleanly. One other aspect of me not remodding is my Padme is not built for anti-Darth Revan anymore. So I was scouting this dude's Darth Revan setup, It's actually, so this Malik is 312, but this Darth Revan is like 300, 302. So it actually is a Malik first. If we did Padme, Anakin, GK here, it's actually a little bit awkward. Because it leads to a very real chance that GK will taunt. Darth Revan will not fear Anakin, and we're screwed from there. It's basically a 33% chance of that happening. Or of us getting lucky. It's a 60% chance of us getting screwed, 33% chance if Malik decides to hit GK instead. What's up, Forsey? What's up, Chris? I saved the RHs for offense, but I actually do think there's a couple of ways that you could go with them. Honestly, I do think that you could run double RH plus Holdo. You don't really need a leadership, honestly, for them. Like, you have so many combined unique effects that, like... Let's think about this, right? I mean, I don't have Holdo Zeta, so, like, that's a little bit of missed quote-unquote synergy, but, like, you have Holdo counterattacks giving you Foresight. Okay, that's not the real Poe. Look. They look the same, okay? Like, you have at least a single tank. She's pretty sticky. I actually have fought a configuration of this team. It was actually with Finn lead, but it's really not bad. Like, honestly, I was going in today, I was kind of thinking that I would just go this and stick him on defense. But just in terms of, like, the new Finn lead loses a lot of value in 3v3, but it still just feels better to run this. Like, I think this 3 plus, like, this 3 is a better pairing. What's up, Red? Hope I clean house. Well, today's gonna be a little bit of a... It's a bit of a gamble. We could just gas this DR team, and it's not even gonna be a thing. But then if he has Rey in the rear, it's gonna be a mess. We have Rey up front, so if we assume we both get stonewalled on Rey, based on, I don't know how much this dude does or doesn't post, I have the advantage. It's a little bit messy. But we also, God, this was actually so crazy to me. We have so many new toys now, and it's going to be a little bit weird, like, these guys, like, were Gear 12 last time I streamed GAC. I'm feeling pretty okay about them. For a second, I was actually like, could Crew Fox just, like, fight this team with Watt? But I think if Dark Basileet wasn't here, I think I would try it. But that being the case, I don't think they're going to have consistent enough damage to get through them. I was also looking at Kira Nest Watt. So I was thinking that she would never really be in danger of getting drained because of the Watt taunt tech piece. You haven't had luck in 3v3 with Gas against DR. Really? I mean, I have a game plan for Padme. It actually involves taking out GK. Like, I have a plan that at least gets us through the initial turn. Damage is still a concern because, like, again, they're just not built for this matchup practicality. I just loaded them with speed and potency just to make them more annoying for Nest or whatever else people would try to run. My plan was actually Shock T, but their round 2 is going to be really, really scary if we do this. So if we run Shock T outspeeds all of them. Shock T can call Padme basic. It's going to stop Basileet buffs. There's a little bit of RNG on Malik and Basileet targeting. Like, Shock T could decide to, like... Or Malik could decide to dispel the Padme protection on someone, and then Basileet could fear them. But all things told, I'm pretty okay on it. Today is probably gonna be messy. I feel like we should try this. There's a decent chance this fails. Like, we could try Ahsoka, but just be low modding priority. Let's try this. I would say there's a solid chance of this failing, but if we can get this through with this modding setup, then I'll be content, because that means that we have possible tools to chip away at a possible hidden rear ray. Let's see. Okay. I mean, we could just aim them out. It doesn't really matter, right? Like, she's not going to get hit, or she's not going to get feared. Honestly, feels a little bit wasteful to blow this already. Like, we're kind of going to want it to be there for... Yeah, he got fear in CBM. I think we could just basic again. This does mean that we can't protect Anakin, unfortunately, but our first turn, we're just going to have to wait. Why did Anakin... Oh, he doesn't get it for himself. Damn. Yeah, this team is just horribly squishy. Alright, fine, plan A. So be it. From everything else that he's posted, though, like, I'm not really worried about losing that team. We have so much stuff. It doesn't, like, this almost doesn't feel like my account anymore from how the last 4 months have progressed. I legitimately don't recognize myself anymore. We could just do like a Gas Ahsoka 2v5 and have like pissed off Gas go to town. This is still like damage Gas setup, so he's not tanky. Yeah, it's still really jarring. A jarring feeling having a squishy Gas here. Let's see. Well, we did throw away Shock to you just now, so remaining clones is less of a concern. You wouldn't risk what, 2v5 or 2v3? Yeah, I agree. We just have to beat 312. Rex loses speed. 3-6. I actually don't think he gets enough. He's so slow down. Okay, he does get there. It feels irresponsible not to have Echo here, but I would much rather have Echo here. Just because of the fact that if Fives goes first, or just in general, they're going to have Foresight, so Gas AoE isn't going to hit anybody. Oh, wait. We did the thing. Oh, we did the thing. I'm so happy. God bless me from a short period ago. Okay, Arc is faster. We could just pop Foresight. Yeah, I did the calculator invisibly to you guys. Just 320, we're fine. Arc Trooper, we sped up before Rex. I did it saltily after last stream where it caused a rougher matchup because it didn't. GS Rex Ahsoka, 5 Echo Arc. It feels like no matter who we bring in the last 2 slots, it's not going to matter that much. I mean, Ahsoka and Arc get the same effect, is true. Let's see. If we run 5s for the remaining clones games. Yeah, it does benefit Arc more than Ahsoka. Ahsoka's so slow though, dude. I'm telling you. Like she again. This is the 5v5 setup, and Ahsoka was bottom of the barrel priority. I think all that really matters is getting the Foresight off. Alright, let's do this. I honestly also have no idea what to expect from damage Gas in this matchup. Yet another thing I've never had to try, because the boy has been sitting on defense the whole time. I'm kinda just expecting him to get toppled once pretty quickly. The other people to die, then hopefully he just reverse sweeps. God, that's been happening more and more lately. Alright, Ahsoka, do your thing. Oh, she coin flipped first. How about that? We don't really need to use special, but like, sure. Yeah, damage Gas, it's so unpleasant. The counterattack just immediately chunking him to the point where he's gonna dispel. I hate that. It really doesn't feel good. Tanky Gas was so much nicer for this. everything going pretty much as I expected. Oh. Ahsoka might actually live. Nope. No, you do not. And then we get the pissed off reverse sweep. He wasn't damaging enough. Fine. Boys. I'm sad. He's shocked. We actually maybe should have just sat on... Now we have halts. What am I even saying? Get tenacity down. Normally I would swap here, but I kind of want to do pinning shot just to bring his turn meter down and bring Drew up. Okay, that's fine. This was not how I wanted to use these first order. I'll tell you that right. It feels like we're mismanaging the cycles on this. It feels really weird for some reason. Oh, it's because we don't have Kylo to end the fears more quickly. OG Kylo. Huh. Do we just go for the kill with Fox now? I don't... Dude, I have no idea what Fox's damage is now, actually. Alright. Nope. They're both gonna get feared. Okay, I'm fine if you do that targeting. God, this is actually a lot nastier in 3v3. I don't like this. Huh. Dang, that was always such an enjoyable, safe matchup before. You just had so much turn meter, the fear never mattered. Let's see. Well, I had clone plans for this team. I wonder. You know what? We already spent JKR, or we already spent gas, so if they have Ray in there anyway, I don't think JKR is better. We can just JKR. We still do have the heavy crit chance. They don't have B1, so they have less crit avoidance. It's a G12 Magna. There's a, like, very real chance here that, shot. Please be... Okay, that's enough protection. I don't think it's a shot. It's JKR lead getting nerfed from the 3. Please be a good boy. Do we want a Jolie? Do we want a Jolie? Jolie's safer. It's not flashy. Fun. As much as I hate to say it, we could just JKR swap. Mark him and then play lane from there. I still hate that opening tournament, but fine. Oh, that's right, we don't have to swap. Because JKR is first now. If B2 actually wants to activate. Thank you. Grievous is about to go. I mean, we could SA back to JKR. His damage is so inconsequential, though, that I feel like it's kind of almost a waste. We could just nuke. Nope, not quite. Alright, that's gonna cost us extra. Grievous is available for the mark, we have it up, but also... we might as well just cycle him down. This board position's actually pretty tricky, too. You know what? I'm almost tempted to just kill Magda right now. Bite the bullet. Probably have to wait for Jolie turn to cycle, and then take out Grievous from there. Or we could just have everybody live. Sure. Yeah, that's almost actually worse for banners. Wait, everyone heals at 80% health. Now we're actually having to lifesteal up from... Oh, come on. This was actually less banners not to just openly suicide everyone. I mean, if we... Okay, if we call Grandmaster Yoda, he's not getting anything. If we call Jolie, he's probably still not getting anything, but there's at least a chance. A dodge here would be lovely. Looking at us, I don't think GMI did bad on meditation lately, so that might be it. Up. I mean, anytime I say JKR Basic's not gonna kill, though, it always kills. Okay. Whew. And then Yoda's just gonna kill him. Okay. Wait, why are we on 1x? This is so messy, dude. Oh, GG wouldn't have had the killing card because of the 3v3 being less ramp on his stats. It just throws, like, all of the healing that you're used to off. What's your stun condition again? Ouch, but we could nest this team. It feels like a little bit of space. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but also... I feel like Padme actually would have been a really good matchup against that. Padme with the high potency, you just kick Magna, B2 activates. Once you have all the buff duty on you, then just aim at him, go for the Dispel. Magna can't taunt because you're going to be undispellable stun on him. Also, there's no way that a Padme, like, an opening Padme kick would just call Anakin to assist, and Anakin, with that build, isn't going to one-shot a Magna like that. Yeah, Padme actually would have been pretty sick there. I mean, this isn't a menacing team. We could just 5s here, but, like, not gonna crit, not gonna crit, not... I mean, not gonna crit. I don't think that this is the best matchup to get much value out of 5's lead. Honestly, you could probably just... Right, I'm trying to think. Cassie down counters was unique a bit. You know, I mean, we do have Dispel with Resistance Trooper. I guess that's actually the big scary thing about this team, now that I'm looking at this again, is... Poe still has Dispel, because Finn will be there. I take it back. This team seems maybe more qualified. Let's try it. Needless. Might as well just do the combo. Okay, if we blow this now, this is gonna be a long time to wait. I almost kind of want to hold it. He's gonna cleanse anyway. I don't know that anyone really needs to be dazed. Image wasn't super impressive. It might be wiser to hold this for another turn. We could just basic for Foresight. Basically just giving ourselves effective HP. Please. We didn't stop. Can she self-cast her protection up? I actually don't know. She cannot. Can she... I think it's the Zeta. I think she only heals with the Zeta even though. So it's not even really a thing. Attacker. So there's no real support source otherwise. Yeah, I really don't mind this setup. Hold it with all of the Foresight counterattacks. This wasn't exactly the most intimidating team to bring it against. I'm not exactly delusional about that. Okay, he did do it rare. Not the scariest team. But also, I was curious. I wonder. Alright, Ari's gotta do some good work. I did bump her speed up, which I'm feeling pretty good about. Even though she's on the squishier side, she's guarded, which I think is a pretty big sell. She's not showing gas. But honestly, Han Chewie's a little bit annoying against JK or gas. I have one in my shard, and like I've killed his Ray always, but sometimes Han and Chewie just reverse sweep me. Ray in the back seems like a poor decision. I would agree. Again, I have pretty much deliberately just ignored all of the 3v3 testing because like I don't want to develop or commit brain power to this. But like, let's just assume neither of us can clear Ray, right? I have the advantage just in that we're blocking more up front. So like he could kitchen sink and get to it eventually, but I don't know. I mean, this was basically a bait, right? He posted DR up front, he posted GD up front, posted Ray in the rear. Like I can't, like it's not a bad strategy at all, but I think it depends. If he can kill my raid, then this was smart. If he can't kill my raid, then it was dumb. It's a gamble, right? Like that's always the thing. Alright. Nothing. Where's Rex? Held, I guess. What is he trying to do? Rex art? Let's do. I mean, if he's not pairing them with the gas, then I guess it would be Ahsoka. Weird. Yeah, Prime Force, that's what I'm saying. In a situation where neither side can clear, front is better. In a situation where he's confident that he can clear, then rear beta is better. I pretty much called it at the start before people came in. Like, it would have been technically better. Like, so I still kind of like 3v3 more if we don't try to remod for it, but if we move Padme back to slow modding, then we can hold JKR for rear. If we just mod Padme for anti-DR. I think those are the two changes I would make. Adjust Ray's modding to abuse the fact that we know she's going to be guarded anyway, and get Padme off of defense modding. Okay. The boss isn't that fast either. I already checked, we could J it. Well, I say safely, it's at least we're getting. I think 3PO is probably going to be here is the best place to use it. I mean, our rebels are split. Galactic Republic is kind of split. I wonder if 3PO would have been good with Padme there. Nah, they went straight for Anakin. They went straight for Anakin. No way for him to get pulled out of Death Mark. It was kind of just. You want GK to be there, but it's also it's really clunky. The fast Malak setup, like the usual safety parachute for that matchup is having Shock Team to 5v5. So even if we had slow Padme with Anakin GK, it still would have been unpleasant to say the least. Like when that happens, you basically just have to Anakin basic. You're gonna get feared, but you hope that you buff immunity him so that he doesn't retaunt and you can play on from there. It's really not fun though. Speaking from experience, I worked a long time to try to figure out a way to make that work. Okay, we didn't get what we wanted. Let's just do some quick cycling. Unfortunate with the counter-attacking. Got us back ahead. If we do this, we stop him from going. We have tenacity down on Bosco. I'd almost rather just do that, honestly. You know what? We have triple translation. I think we can just get away with it. Let's be a little bit greedy. Alright, detonator popped. We're probably going to need an ID or two. Actually, it might be two. I think number one only gets us about 93%. He's still not ability blocked, which is annoying. We have offense down already, and there's not really any special wiggle targeting we can do here. Right on time. We're fine. Okay. We should... Yeah, I don't think PB is going to increase, period. I don't think we have to make it a full ID back. At least not in 3v3. Okay. Not bad. We were about like, with BB-8s, 16%, with our BB-8 landed about 15 speed ahead of their boss. We could, well, Okay, let's talk shop here. One of the plans that I had for Ray, that I was tabling, is bait her down real nice and low. Barris being here does deflect the chunk Ray real low strategy. But my idea was basically this team comp, something from Charlie. Like, it's not gonna win, but it's gonna get you close. The only problem with doing that is, like, almost definitely it's not gonna win, but also cause yourself an empty. Which isn't ideal, so. Also, like, what do we even do with that? In what nest is always a pillar? Honestly, we could have just stuck in Watt. Like, using Watt for cleanup feels so lousy, but we could have just done Tech Beats. Brew. We would have had to do some manual cleansing to get the shock off of Brew, but my crew is actually decent on this. Dots. Technically, there's actually less nest stacking. Oh, we have... Right. Is this... I don't trust this. The damage on this is very dubious. Like, I wouldn't actually be surprised if they just could not get through Vandor and read them. And Basila controls Albar. You can kind of just go for Vandor from there. His modding isn't that great. You know what? Sure. Welcome to the club, Basila lead. Our Relicfied GK will blot out the sun. Yes, Basila. Very impressive stuff. And she resisted. Nice. Alright, GK. Let's see your overwhelming damage output. Yes. Incredible stuff. With the Master's Training. Alright, we got half. We got all his Okay, Basso, we really just need a buff immunity on Zalbar, like, at all. I'm really looking forward to you landing that buff immunity. It's not gonna happen. At least he wasn't full health, so we actually get a bypass on Zalbar this time. You can't afford to use the retribution. We actually have to just do damage. I mean, look, all things told, their damage output could be a lot worse. It's fine. Wait. That's an interesting interaction. Stun counteracts blind. I actually wouldn't have assumed that. Like, I know that stun means they can't dodge, but you would still think that the debuff would still prevent them from hitting regardless. Okay. If we have trusted dudes, which, if Barrows wasn't here, I think we go for the chip out play. I think we probably understand. But if we do that, let's see. Nest can't handle that. Nest probably cannot handle this. Yeah. Well, actually, if we didn't use Hermit, I'm trying to think. Dooku is such a pain for Nest, but if we run Watt Tech Piece, it's actually not the worst, right? I mean, clones will get a lot of gens there, but don't how much I actually trust them. Punch through that vibes. Or to punch through that crew. Also, 5s is going to feed them a lot of protection region. I don't think that's the matchup. I think we have to agree with it. I can get away with it with E2, but then what do we do with Watt? So many weird hanging pieces left around. Oh, do we still have Newt? No. Oh, let's take it. Who actually thinks they can beat up Ray in 3s? Like, okay. Is she actually, like, considered invincible? Like, even if you do the whole throw a bunch of trash teams to get her health low, protection low, and then just go for her from there. You won't be surprised if I can do it? Man, let me put it this way. I was as surprised as anybody that I actually managed to get leaderboard for most of the season, last season in 3v3. It was a happy accident, let's call it. I don't know. I think everyone's gonna get stealth, right? So Nez can just pressure Dooku first anyway. This is so grossly irresponsible, but I'm actually really morbidly curious. I think she could do it. She's gonna have the self-cleanse, so is she gonna get stunned horribly? Yes. Is she going to have a way to deal with it? Also yes. I don't hate this. Although B1 healing might make it a little bit more awkward. G12 Dooku is paper though, isn't he? Okay, screw it. I want to do this. Let's try this. Ramping B1 stacks? Yeah. But honestly, like, ramping B1 isn't a danger for us, right? Like, once Dooku's dead, then we just get to counterattack everyone to death for free. We're gonna have, like, if we do Nest Watt, we're gonna have protection regen anyway. I don't think Kira is necessary. Lipiton, that was my plan A, but since there's Barris in there, you would need a team that kills Rey in one go. Otherwise, she's just gonna max her health back out again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mark. I think that's... this is a horrible idea normally, but I actually think it's gonna be okay. I don't see it going poorly. Also, they don't really have that much, many people to spread extortion to. It's kind of, I don't know. It's different. Alright, everyone's stealth. Nests. I mean, we could just... You know what? Yeah. Close enough. Good effort. Oh, wait. He's got riposte. This is actually a little bit spooky. Like, it doesn't last that long. But... interesting. This adds a wrinkle. Like, we still lifesteal, right? And there's no way a Gear 12 Dooku's actually gonna kill her out. I mean, famous last words, but... they're getting buffs. Wait, that didn't look like he actually damaged her protection at all. Or her health at all. And he definitely had the riposte buff. I mean, we could just auto basic on Dooku, honestly. I'm kind of down. Yeah, he had it there. He 100% had it there. He didn't go through. See, now he is. But now he's not. I don't understand. Yeah, the life stealing. Like, we can go for the stun again? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, he just doesn't do enough. Alright, Dooku. Good night. Now comes the easy part. I actually would not be surprised if she finishes with full protection here, honestly. Let's aim at B1 for now, I think. Just whittle away stacks. I'm trying to think, will Newt ever actually... I think every 1 in 4 turns that he takes, we get a counterattack for free. Yeah. It should be extortion, cooldown increase, extortion, basic to lower the cooldown of cooldown increase. The extra speed is taking her a while, but we are getting counterattacks on B1. Riveting Nest gameplay. Oh, it's only on counters? Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Maybe I respected Dooku a bit too much. I wouldn't say I respected him that much at all. I mean, the only respect I really have for him at this point is getting extortioned while getting stunned is kind of the worst. But even then, you can catch it. If you don't notice it, then you have a problem. Yeah, if it was a G13 Dooku, I would not have tried this. Like, honestly, Nest just wouldn't have been able to kill him, realistically. Okay. Well, Grievous won't have Watt, but it should be fine. Isn't that Fox Gear 12 actually too? No, dude, just take your time. Don't mind me. Alright, let's see if I get my prediction about full protection. If we kill him on counter, then it's not gonna work. Damn. We were close. We were close. Okay. You're kind of whatever. No Rex makes Shock T. I don't want to say not intimidating because don't get me wrong. Like, the damage will still be there. But it could be worse. Oh, this is gonna give me LSTB flashbacks a little bit. Take your time. Don't mind me. Uh-huh. Am I just gonna have to hard restart you? What are we doing here? Slowest 1v2? Yeah. Riveting Nest gameplay, man. Honestly, I want to just start having a game running in the background and just make an OBS overlay, so it's just like, alright, we're gonna pop auto, let's just go over to this real quick. Leave the nest in the top left corner so you can at least make sure that it's not on fire. Okay, we're just gonna have to restart Galaxy Heroes. Good stuff. I've actually never had a hard lock like that. I'm gonna... Ah, we didn't use a team. Three threes, man. We were talking about this on the Discord yesterday. I think the happy balance for me would be... my idea would actually be, honestly, to just use 3v3 as like the instead of just an off week where no GAC happens. Honestly, just throw 3v3 on. Right? Like, if you don't feel like playing it, just use it as an off week. Or like it's supposed to be a for fun mode. Okay, what is Galaxy Heroes just like dying right now? What the heck's going on? All them trust issues. I do not see a first order drilling through Fox or through crew, which means we're gonna have to try to clone mirror Shock T. That 5's lead is such a stat detriment, though. How do you want to spread this out? I don't know if I trust Geos in 3v3 to drill through crew either. Also, yeah, this is really unfortunate. So, like, God, okay, this is just non-stop, isn't it? Now, let's think about this. Like, lock, obviously. Without a Geo Soldier, you lose the stacking tenacity down, but without Poggle, you're not actually controlling crew at all. Like, he's just gonna be able to halt Brood wholesale, which that's uncomfortable. I don't want to say I'm worried yet, but it feels a bit uncomfortable here. I mean, we have Grievous as a sledgehammer to throw against a team. Oh, you know what we can do? Would this work? Will this actually work? This puts Grievous in such a weird spot, though. Like, we definitely need Magna Guard here. How fast is dude? I think he's like 280s. Okay, 295. I'll bump up a little bit. We could do something weird like Thrawn with Grievous. He is on the table. Thrawn doesn't really have a home right now either. Oh, we could just do like EP. We don't have BSF, but we could do like EP Nihilist Throne. That feels very RNG on the opener though. not a huge fan of that. Okay, this is uncomfortable. We're gonna take a lot of damage here, and Magna Guard is not built for tank. The boy is built for Tenest, because the boy is built for 5v5. What? You know, honestly, is this a bad idea? Yeah. Honestly, yeah. You can't target heal. B2 is an awful idea because he's just gonna feed Shakti a ton of turn meter. I feel like Magna Guard just gets drilled here. What's his 5 spotting? Okay. This is more comfortable. You know what? Let's just take it. This would be good value if we can get this trade. Believe in the B1 stacks. Does he have CA arrow? Please say yes. Okay. Dude's probably gonna die, like, go invisible almost immediately. Alright, taunt is up. Newt gets a revive. This is actually really unfortunate targeting for Newt. We're just gonna get extortion given back to us immediately if we use it here. So I think we just dispel. B1's actually really unfortunate here as well. Oh god, this is actually really tragic. The counterattacks from Shakti are gonna auto-dispel Magna. Like, once we can get extortion spread out, this would feel more comfortable. I want to basic with B1, actually, honestly. It's kind of where I'm at right now. Because then we can just dispel with Magna. Yeah. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, can we do the part where anything works the way I tell it to? Yeah, the counterattacks are just the worst. But we do get to do this now. Oh, he stealths. This is free. Okay. We got a bit of stability setting up. Potentially. We really don't want you to counter Magna. Please, thank you. Whew. Okay, we got super speed. We go first. I don't know if we outspeed this Shakti. We have triple extortion. We cannot mass assist. We have to basic. This is so uncomfortable. Okay, we have to basic Shakti. Anyone else will counter and kill Magna. Oh! Nope, she outsped. Okay, God bless. This is fucked. This is a hell world. We could just try to kill... Huh. Is this worth timing out with a preload with nobody dead? Survey normally says no. If she has extortion, then that means that she should be on her basic cooldown this turn, which isn't a bad state to start the match. Not surprised about it? Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the Shakti retribution on Magna. This was mostly greed because I don't think we have any other team that I would trust to kill that crew. We need Grievous to do it. I kind of want to plant this, honestly. I think it's a good plant. The cooldowns are in a favorable state. Like, honestly, the thing that I was hoping is, like, once we got that triple extortion out, I knew Magna Guard was going to take a beating at first, but I was thinking that the bonus speech should get us cycling be one ahead enough that it would be fine. And for a second there, it looked like it was. It was good until it wasn't. Like, Geos are going to feed a bunch of TM. Finn, I wouldn't call a favorable matchup here. Yeah, I hear you. But, like, my point being, if not this team, then, like, who are we going to use on crew otherwise? It's a Relic 5 crew. Not health stacked, it's 4x protection primary, but triple health set. We'll be sneaky. We'll pop one more special. I think the moment we button press is because we don't have an ally to target on. I think we'll just cast it when we do the hotkey. So we need to time this a little bit later. Yobi. Got it. Okay. I would say clones could probably take over this now. I don't think it didn't advance to the next turn. The match ended before it cycled the next turn. Or at least the last frame that I saw before it said. No. She didn't cycle TM. She was stuck at 20% still. Like, I'm pretty positive on this. As long as you time it so that the instance ends before it has a chance to jump to the next turn. Like, it's the same thing, right, as Hermit Yoda being the last man standing. If you, like, it's about the exact frame on when the fight ends before it can register the next turn. Like, you can see screenshots of people having to, like, send a unit in so that Hermit Yoda can time out, because otherwise he doesn't count. I mean, Geos could probably close this out. Man, it's so much free stuff to shock to you. We have our turret on 5s. That's plus for us. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see a hole. We booked up Scion's mods. Actually, we stole some back away again. He's in a half and half state. He's got some pretty nice stuff and some stuff taken away. But we could just let them kill themselves. There's no Rex to threaten nuke, so we can kind of just stall this out over time as long as Scion gets the pain out. Shock T's first special will dispel the pain, but they don't have tenacity up from Rex. I think this actually becomes a favorable matchup without all the pieces in play. Nihilus is kind of not really here for a reason. I don't even know if he needs to be here, honestly. Nihilus is just gonna die. Straight up. We could make this the Thrawn round. Okay, if we do Thrawn here, we could do L3 with Grievous. Even, like, okay, even with L3 being beefcake, I feel like Grievous is going to tax her down pretty quickly. Like, she can take it for a bit, but that's asking a lot from her. Maybe. Honestly, no, let's do Thrawn. Let's do this. I think we can get there. Thrawn's fast enough, we can just swap to Scion and Brute Force at the start as well. Oh no, it actually did give her TM. Okay. Interesting. I thought that the turn actually would have had to have cycled We might as well do this just to get pain out immediately. Because Fracture is just going to bump Shakti back to 100% otherwise. Anyway. Die for me. Only one of them got pain. Alright. Jerks. If we, like, it's kind of almost better if we don't Fracture, right? I mean, we might as well. And it's almost better if we don't isolate either. Although not having pain on the board, like I was really hoping that when Shakti did the Mass Assist call, he would just get it back again immediately. Isolation on Echo is like fine, it's gonna shut down his assist damage, but it means we're actually just gonna have to kill him from scratch. Yo, Sign, you wanna do your job? How do we even... Okay. Pain? Please, thank you. See, now we're cooking. We have pain out. We don't actually have to press a button. Counterattack me. Now the fun's getting there. Yeah. Getting there. She's probably going to heal shortly. Nope. I mean, we have Hell by Hatred. I'm going to hold Hell by Hatred for a turn because we already have Lethal on one. I think we can use it to cycle cooldowns instead. Oh, now things are ending very quickly. Damn. Fair enough. Fracturing Shock would have been better. Oh, yeah. Didn't we? I think Fives had taunts. We could have actually just held Fracture until we isolated. That's true. Honestly, like, if we could have just Fractured and isolated Shock, I would have been fine with that because the clones are the ones who would have killed themselves the quickest. And then Shoxy would have been solo cleanup. Okay. L3. I'm so deeply, incredibly sorry for this. This is not why you were here in the first place. I like how I get her to Relic 6 just in time for them to announce a 3v3 GAC. Like, absolutely not even a useful investment. Like, B2 isn't actually doing anything good here either. Is the worst part. B2 is just going to feed protection. We're basically just relying on Grievous ramp. Okay, good initial damage appraisal at least. Should be dead. Okay, nobody has target lock, I might as well just dispel. Yeah, Grievous is kind of blending everyone, but we... Okay. Wow. Oh, I actually bumped up Grievous's health a lot. I bumped Grievous' health up a lot and bumped speed down. I think that actually worked out really favorably there. They don't have Plague for what it's worth, so protection spam actually could work here. What even is that Geo's team? It was what? Poggle Django? Oh, he's just going for the offense Geos, but it's like not even high relic Django. I don't think he's going to be able to pop anybody successfully. He probably Geos that. Wait, we're on the Night Sisters, right? Okay, what am I doing? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about, like, I don't want to hold Ray for offense. It's just not how I've run my GAC strategy lately. Turn to 5s, all that turn meter gain. I guess this is really unfortunate. It would have been nice to have Grandmaster Yoda able to fight this team because of that feat. That feat is going to end up taxing you so much if you can't get an easy day to work on the matchup, or work on the stacks. I lost count. I think we're only on 1 kill still, right? Okay, there we go. Should be good. We're really not getting that much protection regen overall. Kind of disappointing. I mean, no, Daka's stripping is half of it. Let's see, Zombie is a non-combatant now. I actually don't know if we have the damage to cut through her. Surprisingly. It's an offense build 5, so we should be doing pretty good damage. Okay, we're good now. Fair enough. Alright. For the last, Amoeba better. Oh, Poggle lead. The mighty have fallen. We don't have ability blocks, so that's a little bit awkward. I mean, we might as well just dunk on them. If he aims at Geo Soldier, this is going to be a really unpleasant second turn. It's G12 Django. I don't think he's going to have it in him to like fully one-shot the guy. Okay, Spy second turn. Whew! He got the double missile hit. Nice top deck, my dude. That was what, 25% chance of happening? Alright, it's... Is it even... Oh, 7-star malevolence. Good old 3v3. GL really does make it more complicated. Like, honestly, this would be such a different day if you just held gas for one thing and knew that you were just gonna Ray Baron. I don't know. We'll see how Ray Chewy does, honestly. The guy said it in DMs, and I would agree. That my Ray team setup is either going to overperform or underperform, and it's extremely hard to tell right now. Like, honestly, he's just going to have to jump in and we'll see what happens. Oh god. My Silencer actually has GP now. Who are you? I don't recognize you. He's actually up the list. This is actually a novelty to me. He's actually my highest ship. Like, legit, I do not recognize my account sometimes now. We didn't need to bring full reinforcements. Let's just force a habit from squad or from Fleet Arena, honestly. I do hope we're due for the quality of life update. That's going to give us the pure 5-star mods from mod challenges, supposedly. I'm really hoping that we can start getting fleet squad loadouts now. I think we're past the point of it being due. We got 0 target locks from the GK AoE. That's a bit tragic. But then again, they missed buzz droids on Anakin too, so that's tragic for them. Alright, can we not murder my houndstooth immediately? Thanks. Magic plays very differently when you don't get any target locks for your initial big ol' 5's AoE. Weird. We're actually looking pretty okay right now, though. 5's is tanky. Technically, responsibly, we should put taunt on him. Dude, I kind of want to bring out Silencer, though. He's got that Afterburner cooldown now? I am very curious. Maybe Ahsoka would be the responsible one. Oh. I just took him to Relic 6. Give me this. Okay, we get advantage. Gonna have to give him Turn Meter. At least we gave him defense down. Oh, dude, please let. Oh, come on. I legitimately wanted to see what. Like, I wanted to try to set up a nuke. He had crit damage up too. That would have been sick. I need to know what the boy can do now. Has he tried anything yet? I assume he's hanging out. Also, partially why I posted Ray was because he joined my server. And I had said on my server that I was considering Ray for offense to just mirror. And so, once he joined and I figured he saw that, I was just like, alright, screw this. Ray up front. God. Yeah, today was messy. Today was messy enough that I think, yeah, I might cave and do a remod. Like, I have hot utils loadouts at least, so I can switch back, but dude, I really don't like spending time on 3v3. We have Padme here. Usually Padme loses GK in 3v3. I don't think you can really avoid that, but you win. Honestly, if I was gonna try... Let's see. What does a Barris look like? So she would be what? 50 plus 40 times 30% extra. She'd be like maybe 105, 110k. I don't know. You could like try to snipe Barris. I do think you could try something like so with this team being here, you could run Rex lead clones potentially and just keep shooting Rey a bunch. Unfortunately, Rey's not going to counterattack, so that's actually less Turn Meter for you. But the whole point is she can never actually nuke you. And you could do that to stall for time so that you could nuke Barris and Holdo in one shot with Rex Snipe. I do actually think that would have been a viable strategy. But that only works if you post Rey with Barris. Yeah, she's pretty much hell stacked too. Like, she would just constantly be heal spamming. It would take a while, don't get me wrong, to get Rex stacked up, but I do think that's a strategy that's worth trying. Man, now I'm actually curious to test. I don't like putting effort in 3v3, but the idea sounds like it could work. It would take like probably 3 minutes of Rex stacking. How's it going? Wasn't me playing Battlefront? No. But I have played it sometime in the last month, whenever they put out that new update. Yeah, I mean, game's in a pretty good spot. Like, the news about it sucked, but... Yeah, it's a shame. I'm really curious. Like, honestly, I was kind of hoping he might do the attack on me at the same time, because I'm curious. Let's see. He said he didn't remod either, so this is basically going to be a battle of who had the least weird stuff going into today. Fast Padme as well, 311. Oh, dude, actually, I just realized. I don't know if this is good or bad. My Malik is on some... My Malik is in his, like, potentially flex into Ray speedless max HP build. Oh my god. Like, his speed is okay, but that actually favors his Padme a little bit, I think, because both of them are going to go before she does. Although, this is actually kind of dirty, though. It means that Malik taunt is going to last forever. Wait, is this a good thing? I think this might be a good thing. Yeah, it's like a 250k HP Malik? Or 240? Math. 230. I don't know. I really don't know how his clear is gonna go. Honestly, good luck to him. I'm almost more excited for his attack than I am for mine, just because I want to see how... Rayhan Chui goes. We're doing this again. A Galaxy of Heroes. Is it just like, dude, what is... I'm checking the subreddit. Like, this would happen like once, like out of 5 streams, this would happen like once. But this has just been like all night. Okay. I'm not seeing anything from anybody, so maybe it's just me. Interesting. Okay. My game just doesn't work. This is a really good thing to happen before a territory war starts tomorrow, and you just won't know if your attacks just freeze. That's fun. That's a very fun dynamic to introduce. I like it. Yeah. Oh, I got tagged somewhere. Promethean telling me about repost. Yeah. That happens to you every day? Okay. Maybe I've just been behind the curve then. Finally catching up on bugs. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's actually starting to climb up a little bit. Responsibly climbing. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Turn Wi-Fi on and off, and then it gives you the try again option. Dude, for whatever reason, this actually really bums me out. BlueStacks just doesn't have any of those options, at least that I'm aware of, and I googled it, and people said no. Like, the worst part about BlueStacks is you cannot use airplane mode. So if I'm taking a risky attack for GAC, like, I basically just have to move my mouse up here and just hover the X button. Like, unless I get the out to just be like, okay, no, I just get a turn and then I get to opt out. No, it's actually the worst. Like, you actually just have to pull out manually. And this is coming from somebody who hates preloading, but it's just, I don't know why BlueStacks doesn't have it. Every other emulator, like Nox, Memu, all of them that I've tried have airplane mode. What's up, Raging? The stream is pretty much over for today. Just kinda... Gas looks nukeable. Just kind of chilling. I'm doing my arena. The worst possible scenario that comes out of this is me actually trying to put effort into 3v3, but I'm actually starting to lean that way now, because I don't like days going as messy as today went. I still, like, I don't think I'm going to go as far as to try to find, like, a one-shot Ray setup, but I do think there are punishes for, like, Barris comps that you could do to try to pick off the side teams. Like, Geos could probably do that as well, honestly. Although, Rex has more scaling potential. Like, I think Rex would sound better. What are you even doing here? Oh, right. Cimarron, I don't think that, like, if you were going to beat Ray, I don't think it would be with the Resistance Heroes, right? Most of what the Resistance Heroes are bringing to the table damage-wise is percent health damage. Ray's resistance to that. Best case scenario, I would assume, would be pick apart her support group and then go for her with JKR gas. Because if you pick apart her support team, then her ult comes way later as well, which is pretty big. As nice as this team is for defense, it sure does kill stuff slowly on offense. Actually, it's a non-rail, or non-ultra. We could just probably pop auto. Dude, look at how, like, that's such sick damage. That's a relic GK, too. Like, with the weapon tech piece, with the crit damage triangle. Like, also, L3 is such a beast with, all of this extra health and protection she has now. Like, it always surprises me. I assume that she'll die to a Ray nuke, and she just tanks into the face and comes out with pretty much full health still. It's actually kind of insane. Obviously, Lifeblood is doing her some favors, but like, I bet this kills. Oh, it didn't crit. That's actually one thing I don't like about my build right now, is I think it needs crit chance. Ray's crit chance is actually surprisingly a little bit low, for being Relic 7 as well. Did they just... No, I think it's only Ray who's immune to negative effects during the ults. Because they definitely just applied healing immunity. If you're going for the third on Ray... I don't know. I mean... I'll try to set up the scenario for next stream so that we can try that Rex comp. Although, again, my idea revolves entirely around... Well, okay, this is actually really good. So the way... If Barris is there and if Barris isn't there, is basically two separate scenarios. So if Barris isn't there, then you can just throw a bunch of trash teams so that she gets herself super low and then go for the kill. Alright, we actually just need to kill them. Spending too much time talking. Yeah. Waiting for Finn's damage we need to end. Sure. Let me go back to the GAC. I'll pull it up to highlight. But basically, if Barris is there, then you can't forcibly chunk Ray low because the first crit, she'll just immediately start spiking her health back up. But if Barris is there, then you can stop yourself from ever getting nuked. And Ray plus Barris, like, no matter what the third is, it's probably not going to be enough damage to, like, meaningfully hurt your team. So the whole idea for me would be just, like, you could probably honestly just auto basic Ray nonstop. And then once enough time has passed, just turn off auto and just aim a Rex nuke at probably Barris. It'd be best to snipe Barris first. Then cooldown cycle around and go for Holdo. If Barris wasn't there, then I would throw however many trash teams you need until Ray's HP is low, and then bring in JKR gas. Like, the Resistance heroes just aren't going to do... Like, their damage isn't bad, and I'm not saying it's bad, but you need tools to help deal with the percent HP resistance, the 30% reduced damage. I just don't think the Resistance heroes have the tools to do it. Right? And think about it this way, like, kind of like talking about the stuff I did in the Poe Unique video. Resistance Hero Poe's Unique is actually nerfed because it's 3v3, because there's less targets for an AoE to focus more damage on the main target with. What do I think about Newt, Watt, Young solo for 3? Actually, honestly, need to familiarize again with Young Han. I've not had to think about the dude in quite some time. I mean, it does say Scoundrel attack during their turn, so that should include specials, not just basic. It doesn't sound awful, but, like, are you planning to invest in Young Han? Can't time outdo the Young Han? I mean, let's see. Wait, what is his prepared? Does he gain? Okay. I don't know if you could safely auto with this. Like, this is a 2 cooldown, and like this is a stacking, so you kind of want it to be spammed, but it feels like you're gonna be cast this, you lose prepared. Assuming you even start with prepared. I don't even think you do. So let's assume that the AI does this first. First turn you cast this, then this comes back up. Then you do this, you get prepared for a little bit. Cast this. This should be back, I assume. It'll be this. That's 3 turns. It feels like you're not going to be prepared that often. If you're doing it manual, then sure, you would just spam this in basic, whatever otherwise. Just say basic. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a great use of Watt. Like, Watt is just such a high priority character right now. Even in 3v3s, like even just, I was thinking of doing GBA Spy with Watt, because it does give you 3 bodies. You would do regen tech on Brood, tank tech on Brute, weapon tech on Spy. It's not bad. Although, again, you kind of, like, without Soldier being there, you lose a lot of the stackability with Spy. The damage isn't there as much. For the lore? I mean, what you're saying about Newt lead with the super speed and Young Han, like, that's still valid even without Watt. Like, I'll tell you that right now. I mean, let's see. Oh, Christ. Oh, dude, I legitimately Prime Force. I was about to say Gar Saxon. It's all I remembered that he is only on enemy turns. Legitimately, I was almost about to say that he would work. I just, if this was on assist instead of on counter, I would be here for him. I guess Young Han and Karth lead would be kind of interesting too. Although again, the problem with Karth lead being oh, actually, exactly illustrated by me getting confused there for a second. The boy is not a scoundrel, despite giving tools that a lot of the scoundrels actually really like. Alright. Sorry guys, I am very tired from the hospital. I don't know what I'm doing. I might do some Fallen Order streams in a bit. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I'll probably post the moment that this guy does his attacks, because I really... Like, if this stonewalls him, then I'm going to be super happy. Because A, that won't be the day-to-day. But B, like, hey, this actually seems like a pretty neat idea. Again, modding not exactly. I mean, the modding isn't terrible for this, right? It's a tanky Chewy. He'll get a crit immunity at the start from Ray. It's not the worst idea. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I have no idea if I won or lost yet, which is the annoying thing about earlier streaming. Yeah. Cool. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you have a safe rest of your night. Fun rest of your night. And peace out. Let's have a less messy 3v3 stream next time.